Hello, my name is Jack Yartz, and this is Alex Mercer. We're just recording this because we didn't actually have the intro for the last video. So here you are. How are you doing? Okay.
Hi, this is WTF happened.
Yeah, WTF happened. I guess that's what we're naming it now. But yeah, get ready for that shit. Let's cut to it, right? Cool. We're going to be doing a what just happened version on our own channel. We probably shouldn't use that word because it's owned by another company. But
Yeah.
we are doing a quick review of our first impressions on this pay-per-view, Dominion by New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was fantastic. I mean, it got a late start. You know, the first few matches were, they were good. They were great WWE like Raw matches, like really good WWE Raw matches. There was a lot of tag teams,
I felt like Teddy Long was there, but it's okay.
but it's fantastic stuff, especially in the from the mid to later half of the card. First few matches were pretty, they were moving pretty slow. They were pretty slow matches, but once it got to that, I believe. Oh, the Flip Gordon match is pretty good because Flip Gordon's great.
I don't think Flip Gordon was in this.
He wasn't it.
No, he wasn't. He was in the best.
Yes, he was in.
Fucking
I'm going on completely different fucking things.
But Flip Gordon is good. So.
Yeah, he's good. When did it start really getting good?
Rey Mysterio.
We didn't see the Shonyo match, which could have been decent. Roppongi 3K is awesome.
It was a very short match.
Yeah, it was very short. It was like 18 minutes. But like, I think it really started picking up towards the 6-man tag, but that one was even pretty slow.
Yeah, well at least you got to see Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio was awesome.
And then after that was Real Ospreay.
This is when we really started pulling away in the score because I won. I won like what,
And I didn't give a fuck.
6-3.
Yeah, I think so.
But like, okay. Around that time, it really started getting into the star power. It started getting into the later, where stuff really started getting good. After that match, I believe, was the tag team match. What?
Look what it says right there.
Bullet. It says Bullet Club. Wow, he's still in Bullet Club?
There you go.
Oh, sorry. The thing's still on. We're reviewing stuff. Okay. Back to the thing. Really started getting good. Like, the real good matches started with the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships of the Young Bucks versus Sonata and Evil, where actually I don't think that any title was defended tonight, like successfully. Like, okay,
I don't think so either.
so the Never Openweight Championship was won by Michael Elgin.
Yep.
That's the end of the show. Yeah. Okay. So Michael Elgin won that. So new champion there. Then the Young Bucks won the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
Intercontinental.
Takahashi won the Junior Heavyweight.
Oh yeah. And then
Jericho won the Intercontinental.
And then Kenny.
Yeah, and then
That's
Kenny
it.
won the
That was 5.
IWGP.
Yeah, and all of them were
Wow.
new people.
And the 6-man wasn't defended because the Young Bucks were stuck in the Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. But it's fucking... first off, great night for Bullet Club. Great night for the Elite Bullet Club.
Yeah.
And Bullet Club in general, because the 6-man tag ended with the 3 young guys from Bullet Club winning. Everybody who was part of Bullet Club won tonight.
I feel like that's going to set up something.
That's weird. So it's like, this is their redemption period, I guess. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are officially like severed from the main Bullet Club. They're definitely in their own little category, which they were from the beginning.
Gold and Elite now.
They were originally, those 3 people were the Elite. And, the Elite. But now they're the Golden Elite because they included more people, and they're like, well, we're the big 4 people, and they, of course, including Bushi,
With the Gold
which
Lovers.
he hates.
No, I don't like him. He doesn't need to be there.
But let me see. Okay, so highlights of this thing. The number 1 match, I think
The
we
main
can
event.
both safely say is the main event,
Yeah.
where Kenny Omega finally dethrones Okada from the longest reigning IWGP Championship slot. That's
I was
crazy.
shaking.
Yeah. No, so he took out Okada, and that was definitely match of the night. Definitely. The Young Bucks, I feel like they had a great showing.
Yeah,
I
all
would
the clips and stuff. Yeah,
definitely second match of the night, and I have Will Ospreay was a little bit better, in my opinion, than Tetsuya Naito versus Jericho.
yeah, it was a lot more violent, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of great spots between those two,
Yeah.
between Takahashi and Ospreay.
Yeah, like the beginning of the match when they started off, where you fucking ran down the ramp and
Yeah, no, they
Fight
looked like they
died.
were legitimately going to die there. You get that sort of fear, like whenever you see someone on top of a Hell in a Cell match, which I brought up with Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. But it's like you get that fear and that dread in your heart, like, oh, this is gonna end up like, oh, fucking something's gonna mess up and somebody's going to end up like breaking their neck or something like that. It's a scary thing, and like they had that, and all they had was a ramp, you know. It was super fucking scary. And they had something like that in the main event too, where like Kenny Omega was about to hit Snapdragon suplex into the table.
Yeah, and it didn't.
And he's like, move the fucking gate. I'm going to kill him. Like, just fucking move it. I don't want to kill him. But that was cool.
Great. Yeah.
Jericho and Naito didn't really hit me like Jericho versus Kenny.
Well, at least now he's the champion, so now he's going to stick around. So maybe he'll
That was a good thing. Having Jericho come in, first off, star power.
Yep.
Second off, it's awesome to see Jericho actually working for another company for like a longer extended period of time than WWE. It's awesome. I can't wait to see that happen.
Wow.
And I want to see him hold on to that championship for the Cruise. So,
great.
Yeah.
His Impact will be there in ROH. So.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't know who he's going to fight next. Well, yeah, he has Evil, because Evil came in and he started fighting him off, so it looks like Evil's going to be his next opponent.
What's going to happen to Sonata, though? That's the question.
Sonata?
Are they just going to break off with it?
Yeah, they normally do that. Like, they come together to, like, win tag team championships. And Sonata, actually, while he was tag team champions with Evil, I believe right after that he went after the heavyweight championship, and he fought against Okada, and then he lost. So, you know, it's fucking. I'm so excited to see what Kenny Omega can do. First off, he teased he will probably be fighting Naito as the next challenger, which will be fun because it's like the two people who are. The people are deciding who's going to win the title, who's not, and all that. It's going to be the chosen one versus the actual one who won the belt. It's going to be cool.
Imagine if Olin had Okada versus Kenny 7 now.
Yeah.
But it's for the champion. But it's for the championship. You imagine seeing that live?
Yeah.
Okay. I would die.
So, something that I have that I have a gripe with the main event for, and I guess it's not too much of a gripe. It's really me nitpicking here because it was such an awesome thing. Mm-hmm. I think this is my prediction for what Dave Meltzer will give it, because it was like, oh my god, it seems like it's going to be underwhelming at the beginning. But that's what all the Kenny Omega versus Okada matches do. Mm-hmm. It's what I'm expecting is that Dave Meltzer is going to look at this and he's going to give it the highest rating out of all 4. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to give it 6.5 stars. Right, because they got 6.25 last time.
Yeah, I think so.
The highest one or whatever.
Because if he doesn't, then no.
It's awesome. It told a story, which all of them do. But this one, like, it told a story so well, and you could see the exhaustion at the end. Legit, I was making comments about how painful it is just to see them walk. Like, when do you go into a wrestling match and, like, feel the exhaustion from the wrestlers? We were going into it, and you can look back at the live reactions there at the beginning of the match. We were going in all hating Kenny. We don't want Kenny to win because he's with Ibushi, he's not with the Young Bucks. Like, fuck, we don't want that to happen. Once halfway through the match we got through, we're like, shit, man, fucking Okada got one, oh, what's Kenny gonna do? And then towards the end of the match, we literally hugged. We hugged out of fucking enjoyment of this. You haven't seen any of the other matches.
No, I mean.
And you were so invested. He didn't even see the other matches. I've seen all 3. This is the 4th. I've seen all 4 now. And it was so impactful for me. And Aaron was crying and I wasn't.
I was fucking crying.
You were like, oh no, it's the Young Bucks.
And they're gonna fucking hug him.
Yeah, oh, it was so good. It was, I
still want to know what the fuck was in the box.
And you know, that was a predictable moment. And you know, WWE don't like predictable moments now. That was a predictable moment, but it was predictable for a reason, and that's because it made sense.
I don't want to watch WWE ever again.
Yes, certain things like this. And you know, I'm going to say this now, and legit, one of the first things that like fucking Cultaholic, Wrestle Talk, they're going to be like, oh, that wasn't that great of a show. But it's so good. Like, the ending was so great. It was like, it's just like an Okada versus Kenny match. You know? Starts off, you know, it's good wrestling. But then you're like, how can they pull this off? How can they get better from here? Boom! Just a million miles an hour towards the end of it. It's fucking beautiful. And oh man, I'm sorry. I'm really
It was
in love
a
with
great
that
match, and I gave it 6.5 stars.
Yeah.
And I'm Bullet Club for life from now on, and fuck Money in the Bank, because that shit is gay. It's gonna be gay, and they will never compete with this. So
Think about it, Aaron.
I don't want it.
Last pay-per-view in like these big pay-per-view roundups between New Japan and WWE. The last pay-per-view was Backlash. Remember how shitty Backlash was?
Yes.
This is like flip it upside down.
Money in the Bank. We're gonna watch Money in the Bank this next 2 weeks from now, or next week.
Next week.
Next week we're gonna watch Money in the Bank, and we're just gonna sit there and be like, this is boring. I
Yeah,
want to
like-
go watch the menu now.
That's what I did. That's what I did with WrestleMania. Like, I watched Wrestle Kingdom 12. I'm like, fuck, this is awesome. I love the fucking Jericho versus Omega match. I love
Yeah, WrestleMania was shit.
Naito versus Okada. And Naito versus Okada, like, once I seen WrestleMania, I'm like, they're just repeating Naito versus Okada, but they're doing it badly. Like, shit, man. WrestleMania was absolute garbage after I seen Wrestle Kingdom. And I know people are going to
I
think
didn't even watch
that
Wrestle
I'm
Kingdom.
overhyping
I
it.
didn't like WrestleMania. I thought it was trash.
But, like, seriously,
I don't
if you like story wrestling, if you like it when wrestling has such a great story, goes on for a while, and really bumps up right at the end, this is my favorite 2 out of 3 Falls match ever.
Yeah.
This is my favorite singles feud of all time. That's, oh fuck, man.
And now we're never gonna see it ever again.
Well, Omega said that it's not done. But
I want to see it all in.
Yeah.
If I can see it in person, I'll die.
You could tell that this is their last hurrah.
I'm gonna
Like
die
you could
if I
tell
see
they're
it.
like, fuck, man. This is pretty much the last match that we're going to get
That's actually pretty good.
6.5 over 6 stars on. We need to make it count. Like, you could tell this is them saying, we need to find something else. We need to find that little pocket that we did not fill, and we have to fucking jam it. Fucking break through that barrier, break the glass ceiling, go as far as we can till we can hit the fucking stone wall at the top, you know?
Great pay-per-view.
Frankly, I can't give you a full. I don't think we could give you a full, like.
All I can think about is
examination.
this main event. I can't
Yeah.
think about any other match. Every other match was like,
Everything else just disintegrated like the Avengers Infinity War. Just disintegrated from my mind. Like,
I think.
I'm trying to think about like all the other matches, like Goto facing off against.
Okada. That was the time thing for 4 hours.
Yeah, no, I would have loved to see that for 4 hours, but like you could tell they were getting exhausted after 70 minutes. Like, I don't know.
I was getting exhausted just watching.
Yes, it was like, oh my god.
And I
How the fuck are they still up?
So, great.
Jesus, how can he hit another V trigger? What the fuck?
And then when he hit the like Rainmaker, but it didn't
Yeah,
hit.
that's so good. Like, I was like, there's no way that they can like repeat that magic when it came to like that beautiful moment in Omega versus Okada 2, where Omega just falls out of exhaustion and misses the Rainmaker. But they did it twice. They did that exhaustion spot twice with two different things. Omega hitting the ropes, falling down, not even able to bounce back off the ropes, which makes so much fucking logical sense compared to like normal wrestling. And fucking Okada trying to hit the Rainmaker and just tapping him basically and falling to the ground.
That was great.
That was awesome. That was wonderful. I loved it. And then there was another moment too of exhaustion where like Omega was trying to pick him up for the one-winged angel towards the very end of the match, and he picked him up and he fell forwards with Okada. He's like, couldn't pick him up, and then he's like slapping himself in the face, and then he picks him up.
And then that one-winged angel out of nowhere, I was like, what? How can you do that move out of nowhere? But he did. I'm like, shit. And then Okada was like, nah, we're just gonna get out of that.
We need to stop. We could talk about this match a million fucking times for a billion years. And really, do you think that's your favorite wrestling match of all time?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever shook. Like, I don't think I've ever done that.
Think about your favorite wrestling match. Like the Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in that 60-man Iron Man Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker in that WrestleMania 25 and 26 bout. Think about fucking what's another great match? Christian versus Randy Orton in 2011. That was a pretty good match. I don't think it's like towards that god tier.
I liked Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in that 3 Stages of Hell match.
Yeah, think about all of those matches.
That was good.
And like, you know, I don't want to overhype it. I don't want people to think that like I'm over exaggerating when I say this. I guess it's just my taste. I think it's just my taste in match. This was my favorite match. It blew 2 out of the water for me. It blew, first off, it smoked. It like passed 1 at like the 50-minute mark. Like, boom, get the fuck out of here. Passed 3 at like the 40-minute mark. Get the fuck out of here. Passed 2 in great fashion at around 65 minutes. And then once it hit like 80 minutes, it was like, fuck, this is the best.
But this is like Okada versus Omega 4, 5, and 6.
Yes. And you don't, the beauty of it is that you don't need to have watched the 60-minute fucking, the 50-something minute Ballbuster. That was the first one. The 60-minute draw beauty classic of the second one. Or the 30-minute fucking epic Kenny Omega win. To know anything about the fourth one. Really, you don't even need to think that the third one exists, because really that didn't exist in the context of kayfabe.
No, it didn't.
Because it was G1 Climax. It wasn't a fucking championship match.
I kind of forgot that actually.
But the fourth one just sort of like, it gave you a ride at the beginning. And you know, Kenny Omega's entrance there, like it only affirmed that he was going to win. But at the same time, you're like, this is New Japan. They could build up my hopes and they can crush it.
They did that a lot.
They did that with Naito. They did that with so many other people. Tanahashi. Tanahashi, it seems like Tanahashi might have won. Like, they could have done that with Omega.
Yeah, but they didn't think out. If they had, I would have cried and probably stopped watching New Japan. And
it was so great.
And
it was the perfect time too. It wasn't like, oh, why did they take it off Okada now? No, it was like, yeah, he ran with it. Now the torch has been given over. That moment when he fucking tapped him. I said it in the fucking live reaction. Jesus, a lot of what I think now is what I thought in the live reaction, because my feelings still rang true. When he couldn't get the job, when he couldn't hit that Rainmaker, I'm like, that's pretty much him saying, good job, buddy, you beat me. I can't pull out that last pocket of energy. You fucking win. The end.
I knew I wore this shirt for a reason. I knew it. Full club, full life.
And I wore the Lucha ones, and
Look how that fucking
no
happened.
Lucha people.
Yeah, you fucked over Rey Mysterio. How fucking good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I won the predictions.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's
awesome.
okay. It's nothing really happened.
Okay, so basically our entire review is that main event is absolutely destroyed all my memory of the other ones of all the bad matches.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Basically, yep.
Yeah. But the beginning was pretty good. I mean, it was fine. It was fine, but like
that game match.
golden fucking elite match. Get it? Get what I said? I said golden elite because you know they're the golden elite now.
Yeah, they're the golden elite.
It had the perfect motive,
Great.
perfect drive, perfect adventure, and the greatest payoff in the world of Kenny Omega finally getting that IWGP Heavyweight Championship, finally reconciling with the Young Bucks. Cody was a dick, and Ibushi and all them, they all hugged in support, and they're now a part of their own faction. That's awesome. I think we can't ask for more. This is a perfect ending, and I feel like fuck you, Ospreay. First off, you did not get anywhere close to beating them. No way.
You were starting in the first beginning, but then you're like
saying that the Young Bucks and Evil and Sonata and fucking Ospreay and Takahashi were anywhere close to him. It's like they're a second and a third, yeah, but they're like leagues below what Kenny Omega and Okada was. It was magic, pure magic. I'm sorry. I gotta stop gushing on it. We gotta stop this. Thank you guys for watching. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Jack Yartz.
And I'm Alex Mercer.
And see you guys next time. Yeah. Geeks away and too sweet. Get up here, my brother!